to be honest, me didn't want to kind of money now. It's a waste of time.
When the man tell me to check the settings, I think then he tell me it's up when. Hello? Yeah, it's still there? Yeah, it's still there? Alright, cool.
Miscommunication that him lose them
because the main fucking one now answer calls. Yes.
I mean they complain no dog, but
yeah. Amalia, here Amalia, quick G.
Cream.
أنا سأمك.
Yeah, that time I asked her if you're still under the interview now.
Just do your report and then we can have a discussion about.
Yeah, ready now?
And then we can do the discussion about what we observed.
Alright.
Try find out. Then Alberto got in. So.
What's that?
What happened? Not ready yet? Not ready?
yeah, we're ready about that. That ain't. Fuck right. I did everything a long time, bro. So you take a break, restart that shit there, man. Understand me, people now. Fuck. Better restart the TriCosta.
Hey, what up? Hey, what up?
Right now, tell Marisol make us start countdown from 15.
Alright, Marisol, ready?
Countdown for 15, right?
15, 14, 13,
Yeah, the frame.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, Belize. Good evening, panelists at the Creme Studio, 3304 Partridge Street. We are reporting live from Santa Elena Primary School.
Polling station 76.
Polling station 76. So this is Marisol Amaya. I'm here with our correspondent Zoila Palma for this constituency, and she's going to share the latest numbers that she has from voter turnout. The polls have officially closed at 6. There's something that's witnessed that they at the gate, and I came and saw it for myself. Zoila, I think, has seen it throughout the day. What we observed was that at the closing of the polls, I would say at 2 minutes past 6, remember the polls close at 6, there's one individual who comes and tries to enter, and the police officer, one of them, I think there are about 2 or so who are at the entrance, right at the entrance, guarding the gate, and the gate is already closed and this person wants to get in, so the official is telling her she cannot. The area representative, Honorable Rene Montero, comes and essentially indicates to the official, the police official, that this person needs to be allowed in. Now, we did observe and verify after that she had in fact voted already, and what Montero was saying, that this person is only going in there to count. The person herself was also saying she's only going in to count, but what we observed was that the police officer didn't check her hand to see if she had already voted, but he's insisting that she shouldn't go in. But because of the pressure from the area representative who's out here, he's not here anymore, but he was out here wearing his red plain but red t-shirt, the person was allowed in. What that tells you, in my opinion, is that there needs to be much more care placed in how things are done on any given election day. For instance, people who are counting and who have that official capacity from the different parties, they should be clearly designated as the roles that they fill, whether they're counting, whether they're scrutineers, and there should be perhaps a list of names of people who fill those roles at the gate, so that police officer check either with an ID or with a badge, an official badge, to say, okay, yes, this person is a counter and it's not a voter who wants to go in after the polls close. And here's the pressure from the area rep, in essence forcing us to break the rules. Polls close at 6. Yes. No one else is allowed after that time. If you're in the line, then you can go in and vote. What we saw, we know that the chairman of the United Democratic Party, Alberto August, we were trying to get an interview with him earlier, but he has gone in and into the polling station. Of course, counting is now starting, so that is what we saw them huddling in a lot of red shirts, maybe like under 10 people inside, not on the compound of the Santa Elena Primary School polling station. Now counting station number
76.
All right, so Zoila will share the numbers that she has.
Okay, and in addition to that, Marisol, there is a rule. I noticed that they usually get badges. They usually print their own badges and they have their IDs, and a list is also given, just that we didn't see that being enforced. We didn't see the police officer with a list, verifying, checking, okay, you're a counter, you can come into the gate. Yes. Wow. Yes, so they're supposed to enter with a badge. So as of 5 p.m., just before the polls close, for Cayo Central, we got from the Elections and Boundaries Department voter turnout of 45%. 45% for the Cayo Central Division, which is Low.
Low for general elections. Do you have the figure for the referendum?
Low for general elections.
Yeah, good.
Let me, you can go and share. I don't know if you have additional figures.
Yes, the one for the referendum, the 2008 referendum. I have the figures. Let's just get them.
So this is Creme Radio, Creme Television. Again, coming to you live from Santa Elena in the Cayo Central Division, whose area representative is Honorable Rene Montero at the close of polls.
Yes, at the close of the polls. Okay, so we have to get the 6 p.m. report, but for now we have the 5 p.m. report, which is 45%. And looking back at the 2008 referendum, should the Senate of Belize be elected, and there was a total voter turnout of 49%.
Okay, so then at 5 we have 40 how much? 45. So it's very likely that we would meet the same numbers within that last hour, unless the voter turnout really picked up, but it would hover around the same figure.
Yes.
Which says something, because there were people who expected that in relation to the question at hand, dealing with the country and the country's future, that you would see a greater interest, but it appears it's the same thing as the previous referendum that was held in 2008. Zoila, in relation to what transpired out here earlier, you were saying that what manifested itself is something that usually occurs in Cayo Central. As a matter of fact, I think even in the broader Cayo district, I remember when there was the by-election for Omar Figueroa and Mr. Harrison, was it? The same tension was evident at the close of polls, because that is when things start to get exciting, but that's only for like a general election, or when in that case it was a by-election, but people here to elect a representative right now, apart from what happened earlier during the counting, it appears that things are peaceful, but people are still hanging around. We do see some people that are leaving the area. I imagine they're heading home. Probably they've been here for quite a while, but you've been in this division, so your observations, Zoila.
Okay, so my observation of what happened today, it happens every general election and municipal election. There are high tensions in Cayo Central with the PUPs and the UDPs, and today the yes and no proponents, they each had their tents, of course with Belizean flags, but just before the closing of the polls, their supporters were gathering near the gate that is at the entrance of the polling station 76, and so the police officer had to intervene, and nobody from either group wanted to move. So minutes after,
they were left there.
Yes.
Within the 100-yard
Yes,
line.
within the 100-yard line. And then minutes after, we saw that a number of more police officers arrived.
You know, there's something interesting in the way that this 100-yard line is enforced. For instance, I hadn't reported on this before, but we were in Pomona, and one police officer came out and moved us further away from where we were setting up to broadcast. Now, I do understand the point about broadcasting from the compound, and sometimes the media will push, and we have to be corrected if you're not staying within that or respecting that 100-yard line, if they pointed out to you. But that really did not seem like it was a real calculation of the 100-yard line, but to not create any tensions, we just moved back a bit. One observation from Mount Carmel Primary School in Benque Viejo, I didn't see any no camp. It was only people from the yes camp who actually had two tents set up in different parts of the of that polling station in Benque Viejo.
Okay.
The closer.
All right. All right, so we'll have the latest statistics as soon as we get them from Elections and Boundaries. And so reporting live for ICJ referendum, you decide. I am Zoila Palma from polling station number 76. Done?